Hello, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Jeff. And tonight on the 30-minute challenge, we are going to be painting 2 Imperial Fists. And they're from the brand new Horus box. There you go, Space Machine, Sense Machine. Sort that out. Rattle can versus contrast.
Versus contrast paint.
Yes.
Lots of YouTube channels, they do say this is how to paint something in 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, but they don't account for drying time.
No.
So this is 30 minutes from start to finish. It is what it is. We've painted some monstrosities before.
So why should this be any different?
Exactly, exactly. We're staying on brand.
Anyway, it can't be more of a monstrosity than the last yellow marine that got painted in this studio.
Okay, fingers on buzzers. Are we ready?
Yeah. 1, 2,
1. That was smooth.
Oh, straight out the gate. It's
heretic.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well,
wow.
Make sure that we can see it on the camera as well.
Oh, that would be a good move, wouldn't it,
eh?
See, told you, panic stations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
You've got a yellow leg.
Yeah, absolutely right.
I've
got cream for that though, it's okay. I've got to be honest, Pat, this is moving faster than I had any plans for it to do. So
oh wow, you've like almost caught me up. My advantage is like already gone, and that makes me sad. Have you thought about your base, Jeff? Are you going to get your base done this time?
I've already done it. He's on a slightly post-apocalyptic, in the middle of a snowstorm base. I've already got. So
I've got some Valhalla Blizzard.
Yeah, I might come to that.
If you want.
No, I'm going to try and see if I can get there today, and might try and get. I think I'm just going to go for something boring, as it might sound, brownish.
Yeah. Get this base coat in. I'm not going to wash it. I'm just going to paint it and let it dry for as long as humanly possible, and then just get in the dry brushing in the last couple of minutes. That is the plan. Error, as I knew it would.
Bit of a boo-boo, mate.
Bit of a boo-boo, yeah.
Black on the yellow. Oh dear. Oh, and I caught it.
Should change my water after using a metallic paint, but...
Yeah, there's no time for any of that nonsense.
No, don't be silly.
That white spray is so bright that it's actually doing quite a reasonable job of resisting the black paint.
Really?
Yeah, because I've actually obviously thinned it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's putting up a fight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's good.
I guess. Yeah. A good testament to whoever designed that paint. Well done. Pardon me whilst I just get the micro set out, Jeff.
Yeah. Oh no, you're joking.
I don't joke about micro set.
No, too serious a thing that.
I'm quite happy. This is the first time I got microset involved on one of our speed paints.
You've done very well to manage that, I can assure you. This is my downfall at the moment here, is that the contrast obviously needs longer to dry than I can give it.
Yeah.
And then it does mean that if I do manage to get any black on the contrast, the black just travels because the contrast is wet.
Yeah.
Which is
so just so you know, Jeff.
Yeah.
We have 9 minutes and 20 seconds.
I'm panicking a bit, to be honest with you, Pat.
Yeah, me too.
This isn't looking anywhere near ready for that malarkey.
I'm gonna have a go with this panel line now.
Oh, you're miles ahead of me. I'm now putting the transfer on a wet blooming shoulder pad. So bad.
Oh, the paint's still wet.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Bad idea surrounded by bad idea next to a bad idea. I think we knows what this one in the bag tonight, Pat.
Well,
I think I think the contrast paint is awesome, but I think
It has to dry.
it has to dry. Yeah, it's not it's not ideal under the circumstances of the way I'm trying to do it. Speed painting it.
I haven't drunk any of my tea.
No, I've been far too panicked to be worrying about tea, and it's a rare time I say that.
I know, that's that. You know we're having a bad time when that's the case, don't you? Right, this guy was going to have a leather strap, but it can just be black leather now. Silicone grey. Ooh-wee.
We're having a mare, Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear
I got the Pro Aqua white into the eyes, so they could act as a base for my lenses, and then realised that all they are is a white pool of liquid sitting on top of a yellow pool of liquid.
Oh no!
And when I just tried to introduce Bale Tan to it, you can take that off with it, because that's not going in as well. 3 paints in one eye socket while they're all wet? Don't think so. I'm now just in desperation, just grabbed the first paint I come across out of my bag, just to make the cables stand out as something. It literally is the first paint that came out of it, and it's like a... Oh! Oof.
Right then.
Bad night tonight, Pat.
Ooh.
I haven't had one of them for a while.
No.
The orc was a bit shaky the other week.
Yeah.
I thought, if I do say myself, my Blood Angel was a relative triumph. My Dark Angel wasn't bad. But this is shocking. After feeling so utterly confident about how beautiful that contrast paint is, you can't. The lesson is you can't contrast a miniature in a 30-minute challenge. You just can't.
It's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, you just can't.
It needs a long time to dry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's looking cool from here.
Yeah, if Wild Juice, if I go and stand on the other side of the street,
yes,
and you look out the window,
yes,
it should look awesome from over there. If you've got a torch,
cool. Yeah.
it should be looking pretty good. But no, that didn't work at all tonight. That
no,
no. All of the elements were really, really nice, but the white spray's great, the yellow's great, but
well, let's take a minute and then
yes, please do.
We'll review them.
Right then, so we've had a bit of a breather.
Just a little bit.
Just trying to compose ourselves after that. I dread this tonight, as usually I quite look forward to it, but not tonight. Let's hand over some miniatures.
There we go, sir.
Look at that. Straight away, do you mind if I go first?
No, yeah.
That's great. That's really good. Some nice dirt on the base for a start, which I'm always a big fan of.
So I feel like the obviously rushed the dry brushing, didn't get as much off the brush as I would have wanted. So there's some interesting splodges knocking around on his legs.
Backpack looks really cool.
Yeah, the metallics work on that one.
Yeah, looks really good. Yeah.
So I missed all of my edge highlighting. I still think like the silicone grey wash that I did on the gun and the metallics, I only washed some of the metallics, like the ones on the front.
Yeah.
I for some reason didn't put. I was gonna put like a Skeleton Horde's contrast on the leather strap on the gun.
Yeah.
Didn't. Fun story. So just use the silicone as grey instead.
Strapping on the strapping on the harness on the chest looks good. I like that. Got your eyes in. Looks good.
Yeah. I stole Athematic Blue. I stole that idea from you.
Yes.
When you did.
Did I do it for a plasma?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
yeah, plasma gun. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Looking good.
I think having the base coat in already for speed painting is almost a must,
I think I gave myself too big a challenge, I think, tonight.
Yeah.
But
I essentially spent 30 minutes basing in the colours. To think that I wanted to wash it and highlight it.
Well, I think the amount of paint I've got out here is just utterly ridiculously confident it just didn't happen. But I did tonight. I thought the weather might carry me, with it being warm, and the lights of the studio might carry me, but it really wasn't the case. Yeah. But yes, loving that. I think that looks really good.
So again I feel
squad of 10 of them would look great, I think.
Yeah. So that yellow, I mean, you can see on the shoulder, if you turn that towards the camera.
The knobbly shoulder.
Yeah, so where I've tried to go over it with Avalanche Sunset, I did thin it down a bit, which it kind of with the metallics has made it go green. So like I say, that sort of Halford's spray, it's cheap, but is kind of tricky for miniature painting. I would definitely go for like the branded yellow spray from like Element Games instead. So it's easier to touch up when you inevitably do make mistakes.
Yeah, I see what you're going from, but like I say, is was one of the things we always talk about with the 30-minute challenge. It's the idea of trying to see how much you can do towards getting feet on the ground, figures on a board.
And that's
but that I think that looks squads of 10 of them would look great, I reckon.
Yeah, put a rim around the base, and that's
so well done, man.
Is legal.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you're not looking forward.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah. Right. So immediately picking it off the table, that yellow is
vibrant,
is fantastic. Yeah. So I think that contrast paint looks great. You can see like some of the gradation of the colour in the recesses, maybe like a bit of pooling as well. So perhaps I know I've seen from my limited experience with contrast is if it starts to pool in the flat areas, you have to like
you go in and pull it out,
away, don't you? I think the black backpack and shoulder look really good.
Thank you.
I think like the top of that, it just adds some contrast to it, whereas mine is like a bit more muddy. It doesn't really stand out quite the same. But yeah, I like. And this, like the contrast, is an all-in-one, isn't it? You've got your recess shade and all.
It's lovely.
That sort of
It's
stuff.
really, really lovely. If I'd have been painted the way I've seen before, of like on speed painting, of like saying allowing for drying time as opposed to just trying to have our drying time in the 30 minutes, which is a difficult bit. I think it could have got a nice marine out of that, but it's not. Yeah. It's not a great success with having to try and paint over a wet.
No,
over a wet figure.
Like that.
Yeah,
like
see how it just drags the black out.
Yeah. So I think like these sort of like other we're trying to paint one marine in 30 minutes. Like if those sort of ones, I think are aimed, I guess, towards batch painting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where the drying time is you painting 30 other.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Marines and all that sort of stuff. So we are making life hard for ourselves. But like colours wise, I think it's great. I think it's stands out more than mine. But I think with the spray, I've just allowed myself that extra step.
Oh, absolutely.
To just get it a bit more complete.
Definitely hand it to you tonight, sir. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a nice learning. It's a nice learning experience because I've never painted a miniature only in contrast over a primer. Never done that. And then also knowing how long you need to realistically give it to. Putting it on one and then moving on to the next and moving on is obviously the ideal way to do it. But trying to do one of them in contrast in half an hour, it's not successful. Unless you literally live on the surface of the sun, you're not going to get that dried out in half an hour. But
I mean, from what I can see here, the White Scar spray and the new contrast. They do sort of live up to the hype, which is cool to see. Well done, Games Workshop.
Yeah, definitely well done. Yeah, really impressed. If you can just now make one that dries from wet to dry in about a minute and a half, that'd be perfect.
Well, for this specific video,
yes, absolutely.
Quite often I'm cursing contrast paints because they dry too fast.
Yeah,
and I move them, and you end up breaking the skin on them and all that sort of stuff. So.
Oh well.
That maybe they're in that happy medium.
Yeah, but nice to get to try them out and see how it works. And that first couple of strokes of putting it on over that white, I was so impressed at how vibrant it is. It's great. Yeah.
No, it's really cool.
I would now at some point in time, just for my own interest, like to just paint an Imperial Fist in my own speed to see how well that works, because I was really, normally we paint things on here that we don't own as armies, and they go on our little shelf. Yeah. And I quite happily forget about them, Yeah. But I'd like to have another go at one of them at some point in the future. I've got some spare Marines. and give that a try and see what I could get with it, because I was so impressed with how good that yellow was.
Yeah.
So thumbs up to you, thumbs up to Games Workshop, and thumbs down to me.
Stop being so harsh on yourself.
Boo. Boo, 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 you're a massive ego where you thought you could paint that in half an hour. First of all, if you've joined us recently from seeing Pat's amazing video of Greg, the other yellow Space Marine, thank you for coming back and seeing what it is we do. It's been really appreciated. And if you've been one of the almost bigger than the size of some nations, 2.1 million people seeing Greg on TikTok. There's countries with populations smaller than that.
Oh, it's so embarrassing that like that is our claim to fame.
A really horrendously painted miniature has got 2.1 million views on TikTok.
Yeah. I mean,
running at about nearly 150,000 views on YouTube.
It's a terribly painted marine, I will give you that, but it is a fun video, isn't it?
It's a really fun video, yeah. And if you've joined us from any of the places where you've seen that and you've, like I say, you've decided to stick with us, it's really, really appreciated. So if you could now just subscribe, hit that notifications and share it. But then again, I think plenty of people have been sharing Greg. I think Greg may as well have travelled around the world more than she should have done. Share this one. We don't mind if you don't share Greg any further. She's done enough damage as it is. But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. It's been really appreciated, and see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.